it just becomes really flattering.
Really flattering. So that's coming up next. That's our $38 special. We've got another one coming up too. But look at this one. This is the tropical print skirt. It's called the Christa. It's 414254. I have to tell you, this is one of the most flattering skirts I've ever tried on. It is so slimming. I don't even know how it's slimming, because you see how it has a slight little flare out? It flares out. So normally,
it's all about
a woman with thighs like me, I'd be like, okay, that's not going to look good. This one looks good.
Look, it's a combination of that, or it's women, like I said, your size, oh, I couldn't possibly wear a print. Well, look at Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany, what size are you? Do you mind? She's a 14, okay? End of story,
good.
End of discussion, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay? Because Brittany looks amazing.
Yeah, and it's got this flirty little hemline, so it kind of flares out ever so slightly, but here up on top in the hips, it's more tapered.
It's more tapered, it comes a little flatter, and then it just flares out very gently. It moves along, it has this one, I mean, look at the weight to it.
Fully lined.
And yet, once again, fully lined, washable, dry flat.
Yeah, fantastic quality in all of your pieces, Hal. I love the patterns. Once again, very happy, very fun, very sophisticated though. Not these patterns that are like a little loud or a little gaudy. Really beautifully done. And look at the price today, everybody. Everything in this hour from Hal is under $100. That never really happens, so I hope you take advantage of that, because I'm a fan of your collection and I've never seen this. I'm always browsing to see what's available. $59.90 for a super fun, flirty, very flattering skirt. $29.95 brings it home. I love what Hal said. Everything in this hour that you're going to see, you can pretty much pack in one bag.
One suitcase.
And you've got a full wardrobe.
And these are perfect pieces for summer. You know, it's perfect, you know, whether you're wearing with just a little slip-on, with a flip-flop, basically, they're just, I mean, these are right off the beach pieces. You couldn't, I mean, you can't make these things simpler.
So you've got that full lining in there, which just gives you a little more of that confidence.
But even the lining is seamed, if you notice.
Yeah, so it's still got shape.
So it's all the shape, and it's attached to key places to really make sure that the thing moves flirty without you feeling thin, or breeze comes along and you're embarrassed. None of those things are going to happen.
Pockets,
yes,
Hal.
and they have pockets.
They have pockets. A lot of people cut corners, and to make things a little less expensive, they will leave certain things out like that. This has pockets.
I think pockets are sexy on a woman's clothes.
Yeah.
I do. Look, put your hands in your pockets there. Yeah, look at that. There's just something very sexy and slouchy, and well, it's also just easy. I mean, I don't expect you to put your cell phone in there, but I just think it gives you a certain element of ease.
Yeah. By the way, this has a flat fixed waist. You do have that zipper going all the way down there, and you do have the little hook
It has a very small banding, just for shape.
Just for shape. You've got the pockets in there. It's 21 inches in the length, and it's 2 through 16, and then women's 16 through 24.
Right.
I did tell you it's 21 inches in the length, fully lined, rounded hem. Notice how it flares out ever so slightly. So if you're looking for a fun skirt, maybe you already have a bunch of pencil skirts and you already have a bunch of maxi skirts.
But you want something more fun for summer.
This is so fun, and I love the way it moves, like it flutters. It feels good.
I mean, that's it. I mean, I think there should be that breeziness, that sense of movement, the beat. When I think of summer, I don't care. Look, you could live in Idaho for all I know, but there is that sense. You want that sense of outdoorsiness, that sense of summertime, of a palm tree swaying and the wind coming off the beach or coming off a lake.
This makes you want to have a fruity drink in your hand.
Like a silly drink with an umbrella.
You choose if you want alcohol in it or not.
I mean, there's Margaritaville all over the place here. So, okay, this is perfect.
Of course, and we are celebrating our birthday island style, so I just love these beautiful prints. I did want to tell you, you're going to fit this by the waist. Let me tell you the measurements just so that you know while you take a look at the model. Size 2 would be a 27.5-inch waist. Size 4, 28.5. Size 6, 29.5. 8 is 30.5. 10 is 32. 12 is 33.5, 14 is 35, and then women's 16 would be 37 inches, 18 women's 39, 20 women's 41, 22 women's 43, 24 women's 45, okay? Flat waistband there, so streamlining, you guys, because notice how it hugs the hips, but then it flares out like a little tulip or a little trumpet.
You know, you're mentioning proportions. It's also really important to know that with our clothes, that we size our clothes on 3 different size models.
Right.
So so the dress isn't cut exactly the same way for a woman who's a size 4 as a woman who's a 1X. Okay, it makes a difference. You have to change the proportions. You have to adjust the shape so that it's always flattering on women of every size.
And can I just tell you, when I saw that you were coming to HSN, I was a little nervous because I was, you know, because you're in the fashion industry and we're used to seeing you these tiny little waif-like models.
That's not real life.
Okay, but wait, hold on. But as a curvier woman, I was like, oh no, I'm never gonna fit into any of his dresses. These are some of the most flattering dresses that I have ever purchased on HSN. So I just want you to know you really celebrate women.
Thank you.
And I really love that because that's what, a lot of times women, we think fashion industry is never going to fit us. It's never going to work.
I mean, I think the mistake,
you don't leave anybody out.
No, but the unfortunate mistake with now being able to see, you know, they stream fashion shows and everybody gets to see them at the same time that people in the industry do. People forget that fashion show is theater. That's somebody's fantastic, you know, fantasical, like a fantasy, we'll just say, of how their world is imagined. It's not real life.
Right. It makes sense.
I mean, to be honest, in most of the designers' defense, whether they make the choices I like of the women who come down the runway, if somebody ever wants to stay in business, you're not going to stay in business making 0s and 2s.
Right.
Okay? It just doesn't work that way.
But you know, you make the structures for women that of all shapes and sizes, so everything looks really good on us. I hope you try out one of these pieces because Hal really celebrates the female form. Try it out. The quality is impeccable. Stay in the ordering process, by the way, for your pieces. I'm going to take a quick moment.